Welcome and welcome back to this channel. I'm gonna be drawing with watercolor today. I will also be talking about how to stop complaining. Please stay tuned until the end. First of all, let's talk about these paintings. This time I'm gonna be drawing with watercolor. Before anything, let's review my previous watercolor artwork and see if there's anything I can improve from there. Now I think that the composition was too easy, but it was a little boring, so this time I selected this composition. There's one more thing to improve. When I draw, I basically use grid. For this previous work, I used mechanical pencil for the grid. It basically works for other medias, like gouache or oil paintings, but it doesn't for watercolor. After painting diluted watercolor paint, it still can be seen. So the other day I bought watercolor pencils. I hope the grid color can disappear with water. That's it. Composition and watercolor pencil. That's all to improve this time. Let's get started. Let's move on to today's theme. How to stop complaining. I'm not the person who often complains, but after getting married, I often hear from my wife her friend's story and realize that there are many people who are always complaining. Complaining sounds negative. I believe that anybody doesn't want to live like that. I don't want to deny complaining itself, because sometimes by complaining, you can live positively afterward. However, if you want to stop complaining, you need to change your thought. I guess those who are complaining are not satisfied with their current situation or current life. If you like them and want to complain about your current situation, let me say, nobody pushes you that life. Nobody makes you live that life. For example, you need to go to your office today, but you don't feel like that. Listen, you can go wherever you like. It's your choice. If you eventually decide to go to the office, it's also your choice. Nobody pushes it. If you really don't want to go to the office, if you really don't want to work in the company anymore, you can quit the job anytime. As you already know, there are many people who don't go to the office. There are many people who don't work. Anyway, in order to stop complaining, the first step I recommend you is imagine your ideal life. This is the first step. Without your ideal life in your mind, you will always be complaining about your life. However, let me say this. Your ideal life is not a collection of good parts of others' life. Let's say you have decided that your ideal life is you can be anywhere you like. You don't need to go to the office in your ideal life. But the fact you don't need to go to the office anymore isn't the whole life. You have to earn money, otherwise it's not realistic. Your ideal life must be realistic. I recommend you think about your ideal 24 hours or 7 days. How many hours do you want to spend with your family? How many hours do you want to work? How many hours of 7 days you want to spend on your hobby? Imagine your ideal 7 days. Once you come up with your ideal life, find a person who lives your ideal life. If you can't find anybody, you can say that your ideal life is realistic. There's one more thing you should keep in mind, which is think about your ideal life in affirmative sentences. Negative sentences like I don't want to do this or that. This is not ideal life. I will do this or that. This is ideal life. In my opinion, people who are always complaining don't have any ideal life in their mind. Without their ideal life, they're just complaining about their current situation. Let me repeat this. Imagine your ideal life. This is the first step to stop complaining. Once you have your ideal life in your mind, think about what you should do to achieve it. Then separate the whole processes into pieces and just focus on the first one. You should always be struggling to achieve it, struggling to think about what you can do, how to overcome each obstacles. Once you start this ideal life project, when you speak with somebody, you will not be complaining. You're just gonna be looking for some advice to achieve it. You will always have a goal. All of your actions will be related to your goals. You will stop some routine, which is not helpful to achieve it. You might have been caring too much about others' opinions, but do you really need it to get your ideal life? Take inventory of daily life. Abandon some of them. This eventually leads to happier life. With this thought, every day, every hour will be your chance to get closer to your ideal life. If this story is convincing enough, let's try it from today on. Well, it's almost time to finish. This time I'm satisfied with the skin color, but the composition is a little bit twisted, like the position of eyes. With watercolor, it's hard to modify. It's the difficult point. Maybe it requires more practice. Anyway, that's all today. Thank you for watching. If you like, let's enjoy drawing together. See you next time.